Welcome one and all to this 43rd episode of D&D with me, Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we are going to be adding a few mechanics, probably. We should do level design, but it's kind of difficult with only the mechanics that we've got. And there's a few that we need to add. We should have some form of attack, which then can be used with certain weapons, if we collect weapons like a sword or something.
Like a punch or a kick.
Yeah. And then perhaps some kind of air weapon, but we can worry about that a little later. So I think, the first thing I would like to do is an attack. Probably do it fairly simple. And that should be used at the moment without a weapon, so we can just punch.
Wait a minute, we forgot to add a sound for picking coins up.
Sure, we can do that first, I guess. Yeah, just leave it, it's fine. Okay, so let's do that first. Game development, projects, common, audio, and I think this probably has decent sounds for that. Positive, game sounds, there should be a collect, coins possibly.
Someone coins.
Yeah, quick coins, what is this? Let's hear it. Well, let's hear it eventually. Let's hear it in a very long time. Let's not hear it at all. May we hear it? Such a brilliant sound, we can... Okay, there we go. So they're all different. No. Game coins. Let's go with game. I think it's good to have a bunch because that way we can differentiate between the ones we've picked up. Mm-hmm. So I think this is 7 of them. How many do we have?
I think it was 7, and then there was the heart, which we already have a sound for.
Game manager. Pick up attributes.
Think we want.
Pick up attributes. Where is it? Pick up sprites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't that a serendipitous coincidence?
What does serendipitous mean?
That it fits the situation, I think. So footsteps, explosions, enemies. But you would need to look it up. I'm actually not 100% sure. So the hearts, I guess that goes under Vox.
We've already done the hearts.
Coins. Yeah, but I was checking where similar sounds would go. So coins. Drag them coins, put them in here. And for this one, we need to check our audio manager. Because our audio groups here will only have 1, if that's the approach we take. But we could take a different approach, which I think could be pretty cool. Let's see. It would probably be my preferred approach. Audio manager. Whatever. Okay, audio manager. Request SFX type. It's got a float. Yeah. So no, we don't have that. Well, then it's gonna be groups. So you can put coin _0, comma. Actually, change it to 1. Copy this.
Oh, we're gonna number them by
paste it.
Kind.
Again. So this one is 5, 10, 110, very rich coin. 20, 50, 100, and 200. Save. Okay, so we got all of these coins. Now, when you pick up the pickup, do you play a sound right away? set a pickup, on collision enter, game manager collect pickup. When you collect pickup, set money. When you set the money, that's what you play the bloody sound.
And
it
it's
needs to
heal.
well, it needs to depend on the increment. So I think that this one should only play with the increment is not 0. So cut this and paste it here. Save. Save again. And now we need to switch for the increment.
So,
Yeah, hit tab twice. And now increment. There it is. Hit enter. Now this will change nothing because it's an int, so it doesn't know the value you want. And kind of we don't know either. We should get it from the game manager here. It should know after it's done compiling. It should know what values we've got, and we need to skip the first one. Do we have a pickup type? Where is our game manager? Does game manager have a pickup type? Yes. Okay, so we would switch by pickup. But we can't because it depends on the increment. Let's change our minds here. And type 4, tab. And here you go, pickup values. No, it's gonna be in game manager.script pickup values.
Yeah, we put it there.
Dot pickup values. Save. Oh, I have an even better idea. Let's ask the game manager to give us this information.
Okay.
Do we have queries? I don't
think we do have a thing called queries.
Not here though. Maybe here? No. Okay, well this goes. Region. No, you need the pound sign first.
Oh yeah.
Just, yeah, region. Enter. One more. And one more, not 57. And region. Yep. And public.
You said you liked them back here.
Yeah, we'll fix it. Public. Pickup type. Yeah, pick up that one. And get pickup from value. Open round. And change pickup to get money from value. Money type. From value, and and you need to feed it an int, which is the value. Space value. Close the round, open the squiggle, hit enter twice. So you need a for loop in here. And the int is not going to be 0. It's going to be cast as an int. Close it. Pick up. Dot. Coin 1. Lower or equal to. Copy this thing. Paste it. Do you know which one?
We would have to get to the top, so the limit is coin 200.
Then coin 200. So we're gonna go through all of them, save, and then we're gonna check if the value matches. So here you're gonna say if open round value equals values. I don't remember what it's called. There it is. Pick up values. Square bracket. I. Close the square bracket, close the round, open a squiggle, hit enter twice. So if it's the same, what can we do now?
So it's the same as pickup values, then we can...
What do we want to know from this function?
We want to know which coin is which and which sound they should play.
Right, which sound is to play comes after.
Each...
Step number, just read. Public pickup. So you're expecting to get a pickup from it. Right? This means it's going to be a pickup between coin 1 and coin 200.
Get money type from value, so...
Yeah, so you're sending it the value because you simply don't know it from there. I mean, we could have also changed how we pick up the money. Actually, now that I think about it, that would make a heck of a lot more sense. Yeah, let's do that instead of doing this. Right, this would have worked, but anyway, save. I hit Shift Tab here. Save. Yeah, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to change set money, specific, and increment. And for increment, we will leave it alone, and then we will add another one. And you want to type pickup. Yeah, and coin equals tab dot none. Save. Okay, so it's actually not complaining now, but that's okay. So suppose that the increment is 0. Here we're setting it to 0, right? That's no good. So here we're going to just silence this audio, but here we're going to change it. We're going to check with the last check. We're going to say if, actually just switch, tab, and we're going to copy coin, paste it here, enter. There we go. So you don't care about the heart, you don't care about none.
We don't care about the default at the end.
Yes.
Sorry, I was...
That's okay, hold control. Alright. Now money is 0, that's wrong. Unless we're at none. Yes. Okay, so here's another case. Tab, space tab, dot, none, colon, enter break. Just the output break, it's fine. And now type money equals 0. Just type money equals 0. Save. Okay, so that's good. Now here we need to add the increment, but we don't actually know the increment. I know we already know it from the other side, but we're gonna pretend we don't. Before we do that though, hit Control F and let's go find set money wherever else we've called it. There it is. So instead of increment, here's what we're gonna do. Type coin P. Save. That's it. And now the player knows the coin but not the increment, and because it's got an increment of 0, it's gonna cascade down to this. So here we're gonna say coin so we're gonna take them all like this. Here you want to type int. This is going to be a bit complex for you. So int space audio ID or SFX ID. Yeah, SFX ID. Lowercase SFX. Yeah, equals. And this is going to be fairly complicated. It's going to be audio group or whatever we call them, SFX, probably all caps. I don't know. There should be an enum. So SFX, that's the one, dot coin 1, that's the one. Okay, so it's gonna be SFX coin 1. This is the starting ID for all coin sounds, and the rest of the coin sounds are sequential. Okay, so this one is guaranteed to be correct. Now plus, and now you need to say pickup. Rather, coin minus pickup dot coin 1 semicolon. Now what you need to do is you need to cast all of these as ints.
Because this is an int that we're assigning to.
We're gonna change it from int, by the way. So copy this as well, here and here. Now open a bracket here and close it at the end. And change this to SFX type. Copy this, open around, paste it, close it, save.
So
Okay,
we're
now,
casting all of this into the SFX.
right.
SFX.
So because remember that all enums are essentially ints, so we can do all of the typical int operations with them. Now let's try to figure these out. The coin 1 happens in our case to be 25, right?
Mhm.
I know that 25 is going to be the first coin, but I don't know which coin I've got. I know I've got a coin though. And I know I've got exactly the same amount of SFX types that relate to coins, as many as I have SFX types that relate to pickup. However, none of them start at 0. They start at various different points. In our case, pickup starts at 1 for coin 1, not at 0, at 1. Whereas for SFX type, it starts at 25.
Mhm.
So here we have 25 plus, and then we say plus what? Well, plus whatever coin we got. So suppose you got coin 200, that's 7. Okay, so plus 7, that makes 32. Minus coin 1.
Wait.
Coin 1 is 1. So it's 31 we get.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You said
But
wait.
I'm confused. How does 1, the first one, which is... Wait, we had 25 plus... Oh, sorry.
Well, the
This is
SFX
number
type has loads of other enums in it, right? Because it's got to do with sounds. It's anything. Any sound has an enum.
Oh, I get it. So we're at 25.
We're starting at
Then we
25.
add the number of where the coin you got is.
Yes.
So plus 7.
In this
But
case,
that would be 1 extra. We would have 1 extra, so minus 1.
no, not 1 extra. Incorrect. What we do have though is a starting point which isn't 0. Suppose that you had a heart, a bomb, a handkerchief, whatever, and these were 0, 1, and 2. And then your first coin would be 4. Because you're starting at 4, right? You need to account for this difference. And the way this works is, you know that the 200th coin is always going to be 7 steps above coin 1.
Mm-hmm.
So if you then remove coin 1, you should get the delta. And that delta should start from 0, and it should be correct. Because you need to start from 0 to then apply to this coin 1, which is in the other thing. So let's check if I'm right? So coin 1 is 25, plus 7 is 32, minus 1 is 31. So in the audio manager, 31 should be coin 200. And it is.
Yes.
Okay? So it's all arithmetic. It's basic math, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we got the SFX ID and we can play it. Okay? We can also add ourselves the lovely value. So here you can say money plus equals, not increment because we're not using it. It's going to be game manager dot script dot values square bracket int cast coin, close the square bracket, semicolon. So that's the money added. Now what we need to do is we need to play that SFX, and we can do it fairly easily by cutting this, putting it here, actually put it here again just in case, and this one is going to be SFX ID. Save. And now this should work with every type of coin that we get. So
Do you want me to cheat the 1 for
sure,
you?
yeah. I'm gonna try these.
You got no coins, so that was useless.
It happens.
There's 5 more here, so.
Have it. Oh, what? That's odd. He jumped on the heart. I wonder if the heart is not a...
Funny. Huh? You're pushing it.
Oh, we've got an error. Oh, of course. We forgot to assign the stupid sounds. That's what happened.
That's why we're pushing and jumping.
Audio manager, so we had 32.
2.
Now,
They're all cut vase break.
yep. And the volumes, we're gonna leave those alone. So let's leave the volumes alone, but let's open up the clips. Okay, this is gonna be boring. So let's go to 25 again. Vase break to 26, and this is gonna help. So call it on coin_1. Now the clips, we're gonna have a 0 here, and the volumes, sure, let's leave that alone. So let's lock this. Coins.
What does locking do?
It just blocks it, so if I'm selecting something else, it doesn't take over.
Mm.
So 32 now, and now because I have this in all of
We
them.
only have to change the numbers and the little
Yeah, and the
sound.
sound. So 5, 10, 20, 50,
100.
1, whoops, undo, or escape, yeah, 100,
And 200.
200, so 7, 6, oh wait, I don't know actually. I would say 7 is less than 6. Okay, now let's check 5. 3, I would say, is the next best. I would say this one's the next best.
4.
And we're left with 5, 2.
2 is pretty good.
Yeah, 2 is gonna be the next one.
So for coin 10 will be 2. Now we're left with
1 and
5
5.
and 1. 1 is better.
Yeah, so 5 is gonna get coin 1. Oh, already there. And 5 is gonna be,
It's very little.
so let's check them. It should be, if I recall correctly, 5, 1, 2,
No,
Yeah,
4,
4.
3.
so 5, 1, 2. Wait a
4
moment.
and 3.
I think this one should be, so coin 1 is 5, coin 5 is 1. No, I think it should be 2. And then coin 9 is 1. So 5, 2, 1, 4,
3.
3.
7,
7.
6.
Okay.
Sounds correct.
Now they're all there.
Time to test.
1, please.
Sorry, I thought you meant. Huh? I didn't hear the sound.
Yeah, we picked it up. It was too quiet. I expected that. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Alright, so all of this needs to have
Get louder.
much louder volumes. Oh, actually, I think it's possible to do this. So let's expand. Whew. Okay, now expand this one and go 1.5, 1.3. 1.3. Whoops.
1.5, 1.3 you had.
Yeah, but in the correct order.
Yeah.
That was coin 10 for some reason. I'm skipping a few. But oh,
Okay, you can just go back to them.
yeah, but it's a bit annoying not to be careful. So I think it's from 20 on, except the last one.
Yeah.
This may still not be sufficient, by the way. Isn't this lovely? It's alright, you do it once, then you're done. Except you don't. You get to do it as many times until it's correct. Okay, hit 1.
He's very
He's relaxed.
relaxed because
He's
we're
relaxed
getting
because
unlucky.
he's not.
Getting anything. Where did the vase run? There we are. Hearts. Money, money. Testing. I heard it.
Unbelievable.
Only health. Millions of health.
Yep, every one of them health except
One coin.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh dear.
You getting blown up. Yes, we're getting coins. Money, money, money. Again. We are very not rich.
Smashing things.
It's fun. Second round was the best so far.
I don't think so. The previous one had better coins. But
That's what I said. The second round we had
oh, I see.
1, 2, 3
So
rounds
we're
of money.
gonna change the rules real quick. Because we never would cheat, am I right?
Never, ever, ever.
Okay, so probabilities 1.
You wanted 200.
Excuse me?
You have to get those.
Oh, they're ordered. They're ordered. We ordered them with a dictionary.
11. Why do you give the heart one?
Because that way they all get ordered. Oh, is this not gonna crash? I think we've already ordered them, so I think it's not gonna work. I think, yeah, I don't think we can change those probabilities on the fly.
It sounds lasts too long.
Oops, the hearts remain there.
Lucky with the 2 faces.
It's gonna be a nightmare to test this, so we would need to have some debug to do it. One more attempt, but it's useless. I mean, we'll find them. Oh, just one more. Come on, show me 1 coin of any kind.
Including. Oh, you got 2. Except one that you can't reach, so you got 1.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll claim this done. What's this to? Whatever. Save. Alright, so this is done. Now we said we're gonna do some mechanics. So let's add we're gonna need an animation for that, so we need to go make one. Character player.
Characters would be the bomb.
Yep, player. Okay, so
What's this one?
action. Player open chest. Sure, open chest could be a good place to start from. Hit plus. Name this one to player attack.
We might have a different attack, like the sword will look different than punch, so I'll just do player punch.
Yes, okay. Sounds good.
Now you have to
Player
hit
punch. F. Alright, so we start from here. No, the way we need to start is from player idle or something. So hit Control C. Control V. I. Done. Okay. Okay, Shift D to duplicate. Let's drag it a bit. We need something fast, so. Oh well, that's going well. Oh, Blender, fix your UX. It sucks. Okay, so. Okay, so let's do the keyframe. So the next keyframe is him attacking with a punch or with a kick. Shall we do a kick?
A kick, yeah. Unless you want a punch.
A kick is fine. So R G R R R R G R R R G R R R again. Too much.
Too much looking
R.
down.
R.
He looks more like he's jumping.
Boom! The one problem for sure is the leg, so R. There needs to be a proper plant like this. So A I.
He looks really silly.
No, it's fine. G Shift D.
The same with his other.
And
Like.
Okay. R Shift, hold it, release, G R oh, escape, R R R R R R A I A again I wait A I okay G Shift D.
Yeah, I think press Control. Here's.
G R R R R R
Now he looks like he's jumping.
A I okay G Shift D R R R Shift G escape G R R R R R okay A I, G, Shift D, G, R, G, R, G, R, 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 R. Whoa! Not what I meant to grab. R, 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 A, I. Okay, this here. We need to grab these. G,
Nice.
I, and now here, G, R, I, and let's see.
Jump kick.
So there needs to be more impact here. We need a small break. Shift D. G. R. I. G. G.
That looks more like a kick. Looks very cartoony.
Yeah, because the problem is, remember, we always see him like this.
Yeah.
Right, so there needs to be a very clear idea that he's doing something.
Hey, you finally get to see his face.
Oh yeah, that's true. So, alright, let's accept this. I mean, I don't like it, obviously. There's so much work that would need to be done.
So he jumps up and kicks in the air.
Do me a favor here. Duplicate this, Shift D. And hit R. G. R. R. R.
Yeah, he's got to land.
G. R. Oops. Escape. R. 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 A. I. G. G. 24 frames. G. 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 Shift D. G. This second one here. Shift D and R. 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 A. I. Boom. Boom. So it stops in there for a second, sort of for effect. Okay, so save. Now we need to deal with the importing of the animation. So animation, open, add default take, it's gonna player punch. It's fine, it's a kick, who cares? Don't loop, bake into pose, original, and original. Apply.
Does it loop? Did we say it doesn't
Now
loop?
we need an event. Whenever we, so let's see what situations we have. Okay, you know what? I don't like the beginning.
He
This.
starts to idle.
Yeah, so Shift D, G. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, I like it. Save. Okay, so back to here. Now this one should redo the things. And now here, see this point of impact? This is when we hit.
Yeah, this is when we'll hit somebody. If we kick that, if we do that to a bomb, the bomb will explode though.
Right, so we should have a helper. Animation helper. Hit control ammo. Public void. Attack. Open, close, open squiggle, save. So public void attack, and let's see, open, SFX open. So these are all sound effects and nothing else. I think this one should be a bit more complex than that. Let's go to the owner real quick. And here you have all of the SFXs. Public void. Attack. Open, close, open a squiggle. Save. So check if be picked up. Check if chest open, treasure chest, etc. This one will depend on whether we have an enemy or a player. So
if you attack a player, will it hurt? We're not brawling, so I don't think so.
Well, enemies will attack players eventually. So we will need an attack on the player and an attack on the enemy. So here you want to say player P. Yeah, player P. Yeah, P equals get component of type player. I'm thinking. No, let's change our mind. Save. Actually, leave it alone, but call it player attack. Yeah, player attack. Now the helper, I don't think the helper has any knowledge that it has a player. No, exactly. So player attack, we don't even need this. It's game manager, script, player, and open dot attack. Type it with a capital A. It doesn't exist. Open close round. Attack. Open close round. Semicolon. So
Now
player
I can
attack, and we're not actually not attack, but go deliver attack. Or attack impact. Impact. Save. Yeah, because you don't want stuff to get hurt before the kick is actually delivered, right? So it's going to be a bit of a pain here. Change this to player attack. So we're going to separate the player and the enemy so this problem doesn't present itself. Save. Okay. And this one is going to be owner dot player attack. Open, close round, semicolon. Right? we're gonna need to evaluate if we've hit something. Also, how does our attack look like? So we already have a vision module, and we're probably gonna use that. So control MO. So in the interactions, you want a public void attack. Open, close round. Open squiggle, hit enter twice.
Well, we called it attack impact.
I know. And here you want another public void. We'll do it here. Public void attack impact. Open, close round. Open squiggle, save. Alright, shift tab for these. Save. So attack is what starts the attack, and attack impact is what tells it, okay, you can now analyze if you've hit anything. Okay, so when you start the attack, just like in jumping, right, we're not capable of then doing anything other than what we're already doing. So if we're moving, we should stop when we attack. Should we stop? Or should we keep on going?
I think
it should have its own lunge. So it should go forward a bit. Right? Anyway, the physics should stop. At least as they are.
If you were jumping and kicking in the air, then...
If not interacting, etc. Yeah, so we can see here interacting is the one that we can do. Okay, switch C, cardinal none. Entering state. Okay, so this is just to jump. Start mute landing. Current quadrant, transform position, downgrade, blah blah blah. Okay, so what's this else? Okay, here's if we're jumping already. Now here we're not jumping. Down here, transfer on a layer, blah blah blah, that's fine. If down train state none. Okay, and this is where we're testing all of these things. But I think update is firing off the things. Right? So here's fire 1, and fire 1 is interaction. Right?
It's picking up something.
Yes.
So what button do we use for attacking?
B or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what button we've got for that. Jump was I. We'll figure it out. Doesn't matter. Right. The interactive entities in sight. Yeah, this doesn't matter at the moment. It will matter when we deliver the attack. We need to pick the closest. I'm sure. Yeah, get closest entity. We've already done all of this. In fact, let's copy all of this. And inside here paste it and then leave it there for now. All right, so copy all of this, paste it here.
Did I press paste?
I think so. Save. Now leave it there for a second because I can't remember any of the input. So project settings, need to wait for the compiler a bit. Don't care about any of that input. Fire 2. Okay, mouse 1, joystick button 1. I think that's the B. Yeah, so we're gonna go with fire 2. So if you press fire 2.
There were 2 fire 2s.
Yeah, I know. They both get called. So you can do it with a keyboard or with a mouse.
Fire
or
2 would
with
be right click for the mouse, right?
Yeah. What?
What would fire 2 be for a mouse?
Yeah, right click, I think. If it's mouse button 1. So current interaction object is null. Sure, that's okay. Contextual interaction. Yeah, we can only do it if the object is null. So that's correct. Otherwise, it's not happening. And now we're going to simply execute the attack. So call attack. Open, close round. Semicolon. Nothing else. So while you're attacking, though, you can't do anything.
We have to block all other
We
movement.
also need another attacking or something, we need a, so we have interacting technically. So copy this, because I know this stops a bunch of stuff, right? That's going to be a problem. Paste it equals true. Semicolon. Now, the easiest way to probably do this is to have a coroutine for the attack. And then the animation, when it ends, it returns, it gives us the information that we can move again and all that. Right? So, you see just the way we did climb ladder, all of these. So, copy this. Paste it here. And here you can say start attack and stop attack and attack routine. So all attack routine needs to do is actually really simple. It needs to while and hit tab twice. So as long as it's true, save for a moment. Wait. So yield return null. Semicolon. Now copy this, paste it here. True. Copy this again, paste it here. Save. So as long as we're interacting, we don't do anything, and then we stop the interaction. Simple as.
Now we need to fix all stop attack.
Copy this one, paste it here. Now we need a new coroutine. Well, copy this one, paste it here. And now we need a new coroutine here. Core climb ladder. Copy this. The attack has nothing, I guess, so paste it here. Paste it. It's a bit faster.
Sorry.
Well, okay, copy this. Paste it. Attack with a capital A. That's how you spell them. Save. Copy. Paste. 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 Save. Okay, so something's gonna have to turn that interacting to off. So the first thing here we can do is start attack. Copy this. And paste it here. Semicolon. Save. Okay, so start attack. That's all attack does. In fact, to this point it's so useless, so cut this and delete this attack. Save. Wait, undo.
Why is it blue?
Save. Because you were holding control and I pressed backspace. So I think it removed the entire thing. Paste it here. Save.
We have an extra semicolon brackets.
Yeah, save. Okay, so it's not just this, is if not interacting. So exclamation mark interacting. Yeah. Save. Both.
So and not interacting?
Yes. And not interacting. Save. So if this is null and we're not interacting, then we can start the attack. If we start the attack, what happens? We go to the coroutine right away. Here we need to start that animator. I don't think the animator actually has the setting to begin the animation. So that's one thing. But we're already here, so let's quickly set up that event. Oh wait, that's the wrong animation. Player punch.
Which is okay.
There. This is the point of impact.
When he hits the
So
bomb.
events, add a new event. Player attack, it's called, with a capital P and a capital A. And the object is animation helper. And that should work. Apply. Now we need the release too. So here. So player attack stop. Attack end. End. No. End.
And?
No, end. The E.
End. Oh, end.
Yes, end. Apply. Okay. Now player attack end. We need to remember that. Animation helper. Public void. Player attack end. Open close round. Open a squiggle. Owner.player attack end. Attack. Yeah, you can't copy. Paste. Open close round semicolon. And copy all of this. Paste it here. Player attack end. And dot player dot stop attack. No way, that won't work. Do it again. Stop attack routine, I think it's called. Attack routine. That went well. Routine save. Okay.
Now
Now
we
the
make
problem
more
is that one
routines.
is private. Oh, it's just called stop attack. So copy it and paste it. Now the player should have this set to public. Save. Cut these two. Paste them here. So when we stop the attack, we actually turn that off. So we turn off interacting, we turn off the current interaction object, which obviously here it's just completely redundant, but here at the end it's not, it's useful. Right, so when the animation ends, this thing is going to play. And we need to be careful that this event actually does play. So if we have overlapping animations, there could be all sorts of risks. But anyway, player attack ends, this should work, stop attack, etc. Animation helper, that's good. Now the player has an attack impact that we still need to figure out, but I think this is sufficient for now, so give it a save. Right, so now all we need to do is create a trigger in the animator. So does the animator have the player? Yes, it does. Okay, so any state is going to go to one of these. So these are states, aren't they? Yeah. So create state, empty, put it here, make transition, go here. Now this one should probably be a blend tree. And what a blend tree is basically something that allows you to feed it a float, for example. No, not for example, actually a float. It allows you to feed it a float, and then it can decide what animation to play based on that float. So in our case, we would have floats depending on the weapon you've got, right? At the moment, you've only got fists. So, yeah. So we should create new blend tree in state.
Let's give this
Not
state.
delete it. Let's see if I can create a new blend tree. Okay. So that should be a blend tree. Make transition and idle, etc. Now this one will return to idle. So the walk cycle blend tree should be that. So it will return to this, but when it's done. So it has exit time. That's important. So it will leave on its own whenever it's ready. But now we can't test it because we don't have any animations in there. This one though has no exit time, and that's exactly correct. So while you're walking, he goes whoop, and he goes directly into this other state. Okay, now inside this blend tree, we should call this one attacks.
Misty.
Attacks. Hit enter. Okay, and inside it, there's a new blend tree, which you can call attacks. Hit enter. One dimensional.
Press delete.
So, okay, then attacks. Okay, this motion is gonna be player punch, and I'm gonna give it another one, which is also gonna be player punch, but that's irrelevant, right? So, so this one's 0 and this one's 1. So while you're at 1, you punch. While you're there, you punch 2. Right, so if you place this, you'll see it's blending between the two, but there's nothing to blend. It's exactly the same animation in both cases. But
Yeah, he's just doing a double kick.
the parameter, though, it's not going to be movement speed. We're going to create a new parameter, which is also going to be a float, and we're going to call this one equipped weapon. Yeah. So the parameter here to the side is going to be equipped weapon. Okay, and now we need a trigger called attack. Attack. With a comma. For some reason. Okay, so that's good. Now these are done already. Let's go back to the base layer. And this transition is going to depend on...
Attacks.
Yes, it's going to depend on not attacks, but attack.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you attack from any state, boom, you go there. Now, that's according to this guy. We know that when we jump, we can't do it, right? But the controls are going to stop it from happening. Here, let's quickly check how this looks. Okay. So, see here? This is when we land.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd prefer to have this a little bit safer. So we're gonna drag this over here. I don't want to miss that event. I don't think the event will be missed, but I don't want to risk it.
Mm.
Okay, so we have already comfortably landed here. Okay, so let's see how this looks like. So that's working pretty good. Now if we change the movement speed to 1. Not too bad, right? It's not perfect, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it looks good for our character.
Okay, so give this a save. And then we may change how quickly this attack plays out, because it may be a bit slow, right? The feeling of it seems okay to me. So, good. Now, therefore, because we got all of this, we can now tell the attack routine right here. We can tell it animator.setTrigger. Serves you right for putting it capital. Or O-R. It's the key letters. Okay.
Don't think
player animator. Dot set trigger. Yeah, open round. You should know this.
We need to have the trigger. What do we call it? I think attack.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
It's a trigger. There's no way C# knows about it. So it doesn't exist there. Look at the override though. You
What's
need
the override? This?
There's 2 of them.
Oh, that thing.
String. You need a name.
Oh.
So?
So we need to give it the name of that trigger.
Yes. Just type attack with a capital A. And close the round, semicolon. Okay, so it's gonna play the attack. We should also play a sound. Now, do we have in our audio manager something like player, throw, open, metal, new, heart, etc.? I thought we had a player attack, but I'm not sure in the audio. By the way, you keep on leaning forward. I need to like lean further forward. I can't see anything.
Oh, sorry.
SFX, Vox, player, throw. No.
That's his throwing.
Yeah. Pick up, open, new item. Ah ha ha, jump. Heart, death, damage. So we don't have an attack sound. That's strange, but whatever.
Do you want some kind of whoosh sound?
No, it's like, right, that sort of stuff. Now.
We have, it was human male B, I think.
Yeah. Should be voice. Human male B. Let's change it to female just for the attacks.
These ones are more expressed.
Yeah. So I like some of them, but not all of them. So I like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You said
3, 4. I don't think it was 4. No, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's drag these in for now, just in player, which is obviously wrong, but that's okay. Now let's create a folder and go attack. Yeah, tempted to call it basic, but whatever. All right, so attack. Now let's go to audio manager and immediately create a new group, which I know doesn't exist, but that's okay. Call it attack, player attack rather. And the clips, I'm gonna put 0, lock it, go to the attack clips, grab them all, drag them into clips. Volumes, I don't know. It depends on player throw. What volumes do we have there? Ooh, fairly loud. Okay, so 0.5. What I meant 1.5 and 1.7. Okay. Save. Now let's go to the audio manager and add player attack. Save. Player save. We had audio manager calls for stuff. I think there should be some here. Copy all of this. Paste it right here. Player attack. Save. Right. So then there's the impact, and the impact we didn't do yet, but we'll do it next time. So let's first of all see if our attacks are working, right?
And if
they play, and if we can snap out of them and then continue moving, right?
I'm gonna try pressing something while attacking. Yeah.
Do this. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it's working. Now, the only problem is you're standing completely still, and I don't think that's a good feeling. I think we should actually push you forward a little bit, right? So we can probably use... Ooh, that's kind of risky, though, because you could end up falling into the water.
Yeah, you're right. If you're too close to the water...
Let's see how it looks like, right? So welcome to the world of video games. Like, they look easy, but they're bloody difficult to put together. All right, so let's take a look at our fixed update, because so you got if not interruptible, etc. Fire start attack, right? And if you're not interacting, then whatever. But this one is if you don't have anything underneath. Here, if you do have something underneath you, down terrain state is not none. So if it's not none, then all of these things will apply. Rho, magnitude, etc. RB velocity, but none of this is actually happening. How come? I can't actually move when I attack, which is interesting. Down ray should still work. This should still be the case. RB velocity will player animate and set float movement speed. That's all good. It's like this is not playing the entire thing. Strange. If not interacting. Then it's doing this test. Down ray, etc. Well, so if so, it would be that down heat transform layer if there's no ground, then ground, etc. So this is strange because I'm expecting something to happen, but it doesn't. Like, so basically we would still move, but we don't, which is interesting. It's like the raw movement magnitude cannot be picked up because we're interacting. Yeah, there you are. There you are.
Yeah,
so
it's
if
stopping
you're not
everything.
interacting, otherwise the raw movement input is 0. Now I've got a bit of an idea, but it's risky. See, the problem with interacting is it doesn't tell us enough.
Mm.
So I'm gonna create another one. Go private bool attacking. Semicolon. Copy. Paste equals true. Semicolon. Paste equals false. Semicolon. Okay. So all of this is going to happen if we're not attacking. So here you go, if not attacking. Close round, open a squiggle,
And then put it at the end.
save. Alright, and now one thing we can do with a rigid body, so copy it all. And simply let it go. Let's see what happens. So that's not bad, because it naturally decrements.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike this, and it should actually control. Yeah. So if you stand still, he attacks still, but if you're moving, he attacks going forward. That's not bad. I like it.
And the sounds are not that bad either.
It's quite funny. Slides forward with his kick. Let me see the character from a side. I'm just curious.
Alright, see.
You ready?
Where is he?
Ready to see Mr. Kung Fu? It's not bad.
It looks like he does some sort of wobble at the end.
Yeah. He does, because it's sort of, he recovers.
So that he doesn't fall backwards.
I don't mind that wobble. It gives him personality.
Your foot is going through the base.
It's okay. The vase will destroy as soon as the foot reaches its apex. So you won't even notice this.
Plus, you won't be seeing its side view, so you won't notice.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's a decent compromise, and basically it's no work whatsoever. Right, the only thing is I would probably like the... What do you think? Do you think that the ground attack should actually move you forward a little bit?
What do you mean by ground attack?
So just standing still, right? It's kind of weird, this. I think it should move you forward a little bit. So if it moves you forward, you should have... this, but it won't work with the input. So we're gonna put this right here. RB velocity, raw movement input normalized dot x. So see, that won't work. It needs to be in our direction. Now I don't know if we are facing any direction, how our character's facing directions. That's pretty important. Changes everything. There. So he's actually not facing... wait, are we... Yeah, okay. He's facing forward. So he's forward. Whoops. Wrong key. Darn it. Okay, well,
He's
it put
back.
me exactly where I wanted to be, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, so this rotation is not brilliant because our player isn't rotating, but the model is. The structure is. Okay, so you got a forward from the structure though. Yes, so we got a vector forward, so we can use that. We can grab that. So it would be structure dot transform direction vector 3 dot forward. That is our guy.
Okay.
It keeps the velocity on y. So let's say vector 3. No, it would be new vector 3. This thing dot normalize dot x. Running speed. And then this thing dot normalize dot z. Running speed. So running speed may be too much, but it could work. Okay, so let's see if this is going to work now. Could. So if I'm not moving and pressing B, see, he went forward. It's just that he goes really far forward. It almost feels like it goes further forward. So I'm gonna try and do the kick from here without running. So that leads me 2 tiles. Okay? Okay, looks equivalent. No, it's less. I was right. That's so weird. So, yeah, see,
Yeah.
it's less. So we need something like
No running speed.
running speed, serialized field, private float, stationary attack distance. Yeah, copy.
Equals not 1F.
Paste it, save. And we're also gonna check here if we're not moving. Though, yeah. So let's go if movement input dot magnitude is lower 1, lower or equal to 0.1. That's our normal dead zone. Not graded, it's hard coded, but that's okay. So only if we're standing still, then we're gonna get that push, and hopefully 1 is good. I don't know. Right, we're gonna have to check. Okay, 1 looks minuscule, but that's all right. Let's see the situation here. So running speed is 5, stationary attack distance is 1. There we go. 3 seems to be much more reasonable to me.
Do the tile test again.
Yeah, much better.
It should be less forward movement if he's not running.
It is. So
Kick a bomb.
about 1.5. About 1.
Yeah, it's 1/2.
Okay, yeah, so I'm happy with that.
You
So-
can kick your way forward.
That's fine. Prefabs player 3. So they fixed this. You can now actually edit the prefabs directly by preview looking at them, which is quite nice. I think many people must have complained. Okay, now let's maximize and play.
And play. Kick the bombs.
It's not gonna do anything.
I know. Except get you hurt.
Uh-oh.
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 You are stuck.
I am stuck, but I'm swimming like heck. But yeah, I'm stuck.
He's trying to get free from the seaweed that's holding him.
So I think the problem is we've never exited the attack.
Then how can we keep running?
Uh,
Oh, you attacked
the
into
animation
the water.
is just there. Yeah, we that's my bad anyway. Let's test it, but I'm fairly sure it's that. We should probably fix this right away. We expected this, right? So at least I did expect some problem.
Yeah, you attacked into
Now,
the
if
water.
you check the animator,
And check what state we're in.
so we are in swim cycle. Terrain state is 1. I don't remember what that is.
So 0 for ground, 1 for water. That's what it means.
Probably.
Because
But
we
that
have-
looks correct. Right, so the issue is, I think attacking is true. Right, so we never got a stop attack. We can actually probably check this. So we can check if our stop attack, here go debug.log. Yeah, there it is, .log. Open round, I happened.
I happened.
Let's see. We're going long today, it's 1 hour and a half already. So I'm not going to attack anything for now.
Except now you're going to. I happened.
Oh, so it did happen. That's interesting. So if it happened, oh, you know what didn't happen?
What didn't
The
happen?
jump didn't happen, I think. So something didn't happen for which the terrain state then must be none or something. But that seems very strange to me because we did figure out it was water. What the heck?
Maybe it was the jumping. The bug.
That's the only thing that I can imagine being the problem. I can't see anything else being the issue other than attacking still being true. But it said I happened, so attacking should have become false.
False.
It's true.
True, yeah.
It's true. So how does I happen if it's true? I think I happened right at the beginning. Yeah, so this is what occurred. We skipped that bit because we ended up in the water in advance. So if we're in the water, okay, we can do a thing. We can check here if case cardinal was none, and trace state was not, then jump. I didn't see a jump though, which was weird. So does jump? Okay, so jump never happened, right? Because we were interacting. So that's a problem. That's a problem. So if you're interacting, then this is never going to happen. It was ground before, then it was water. So we need a cardinal C, this thing. Get entity inside the map, so that's fine. Now switch C, etc. So if it's none, and we're attacking, tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave everything as it was-ish, remove this else, and we're gonna check if not attacking. So if you're not attacking, it's all good. else, if you're attacking, yeah, I'm still gonna need this outside because I need it in both cases or whatever. It's fine, you can just do it. So you need to switch the C here again, and if the C is none, then you need to jump. It's actually quite interesting because you also need to transition. If you're attacking out, you need to transition to. So technically, this actually applies, but there's only the interacting thingy there. Okay. Not sure why we put this not interacting. Maybe the jumping? Not sure. What happens if we walk into the water with a vase, by the way? I can't remember.
I think we just swim with the vase. I don't know.
And we're still not, yeah, because we're idiots and we forgot to actually stop the attack. So switch C, jump, start mute landing.
Attacking is false.
So this one is stop attack and start mute landing. Stop attack. So we're gonna use these various coroutines to stop extra attacks. Yeah, this is gonna become more and more a problem with the more mechanics that we have. So now this one's gonna get. Okay, so that's fixed. So he drops the attack and jumps. So that's pretty good. Now I want to grab one vase.
And jump in the water.
And see what happens if I jump in the water. Well, he's a great swimmer, guys. That's hilarious.
Hey, the bomb broke the vase in your head, which is realistic.
I suppose, but it's unrealistic to swim with a vase.
Well, he was holding it on his head, so he's fine.
Yeah, but now you can't drop it. Or you can attack in the water.
Oof.
And then he stops swimming.
Because he's walking in water, I think.
Yeah, so we've got a few problems. You shouldn't be able to attack while you're in the water. So attack, this one's controlled by update. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this one should only happen if your terrain, what is it called? If terrain, down terrain state is terrain state ground. So only if you're grounded you can do this. I'm wondering if you could do it while jumping. I don't think so because it's under interacting. But so you can only attack while in the ground, and if you jump in the ground into the water and you have a thing on your head, I think we should drop the thing or something like that, which is something we need to write down for next time. Bug can jump into the water while carrying something. Make the character drop the thing in place and break it. Yeah.
Then we had you can attack in the water.
Yeah, I've fixed that already, I think. I don't think you can attack in the water is working. Yeah.
Yep, fixed. Go back. Okay, what the heck? Looked like he did a forward roll.
And can't kick. Okay, good. So that's fixed. We can remove these two debug states, debug thingies. And
I happened.
I think that's the one. There's an I happened.
No, I
I
was
think
just.
that one may already be gone.
You already dumped it, I think.
Yep. Okay, so that'll be all for us from us for today, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks
Bye.
very much for watching. Bye.